Good morning, everybody. Welcome on in. Just gonna go ahead and let's see here. Get that all lined up. It's just final tweaks. Oh, I see that. So it's loose. I was trying to figure out why it was looking a bit off. Yeah, that's just about even. Nice. Okay. Good morning, everybody. That's what I'm talking about. We got a good show for y'all today. Good show for y'all today. We'll be doing barbell rows. So it should be a good time. Go ahead and get started. Before we start, we got barbell rows today. A lot of pulls. Should be pretty good. Start. I need to do the. That's alright. Just a walk up set. Bit low to pull on. Here. There we go. Much better. I'll do one more warm up set. Get started a little bit easier. I want to hit these with a fairly decent weight, so I'd rather not take my chances. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Just need to be a bit from the back. All right, so first few steps, or first few sets, you can try not to use the lifting straps. Shouldn't need them yet. All right, here we go. This should be pretty good. This is 225, so see how it feels. Shouldn't be too bad. All right, let's do this. Not thrilled with the form there. First few reps are good, but the rest is kind of mid. Who's Fat Man Scoop? Also disappointing. The view counter is still stuck at 0. I thought we had that fixed. Oh well. Am I training today because I'm motivated, or is discipline leading the way? At this point, they're one and the same. Discipline is my motivation. It's really, alright, it's really two different things, I guess. At this point, in here because I like it. You don't get up at 5 in the morning on your weekend to lift if you don't enjoy being in here. I've been lifting for so long to where I do. Future on Missy Elliott signal. Huh. Interesting. That's wild. Am I winning? Yeah. That first set wasn't great. Yeah, I have 3 more sets of that to do. If I can get 8 quality reps here, I'll stick to 225. But if not, I'm going down weight. Very disappointed. The form on the first maybe 5 of those was passable. 6, 7, and 8. My back was too vertical. I wasn't squeezing with my lats the way I should have been. At least the pre-workouts finally getting in my system. All right, let's do this. Got one of my favorite Black Sabbath songs going. It's called Megalomania. Come on. 7. Gotta go down weight. Fuck. Not good. First 6 reps there were better, but that 8th rep was garbage. I'm not even counting it. It was so bad. For me, a good bent over row means you are truly bent over. None of this like halfway vertical crap. Oh well. It's alright, we'll go down weight. Go for 10s here. Go ahead and write that down. So it's 8, 7, 225, and 225. Yeah. And the reason for wired earbuds. Okay, so the reason I have. All right. Actually, let me go in order. Do I find it hard to think after a heavy set? Yes. Uh, y'all can probably tell. Like when I'm hitting the hard stuff at the beginning of my workout, I don't feel like the quality of what I'm saying is quite as good. And it's the nature of the beast. But no, the reason for the wired earbuds is because these are also my microphone. Um, that's right, it is. Yeah, it's 5:19 here. It's Hawaiian Standard Time, right? I'm 6 hours behind Eastern. No, I'll try and explain that. No, the reason I use the wired earbuds is because these act as my mic. And so with Bluetooth does one channel well. If you try to do two channels, uh, the audio quality gets really distorted. And it doesn't matter so much. I don't mind lifting without weights for a lot of the rest of my workout. But like my first, what I call my prime mover workout, my prime mover exercise for the day, usually whatever I do first in the gym. So that's pull-ups, rows, deadlifts, squats, bench, or shoulder press. On those, no, I want the music flowing. It's got to be hard. It's got to be heavy, right? So I was playing Megalomania by Black Sabbath there. Leftovers for lunch for you. That's good. That's good. All right. Let's see here. All right. Set 3. It's 205 pounds. Should be able to keep better form on this. I want at least, I better get at least 10 here if I'm going down weight from 225. Key is better form, so, right? What am I meaning when I say better form? So on a bent over row, you don't really want to bend your knees too much. Your knees really shouldn't be too much of the equation. The whole point of the bent over row is to be bent over and use your lats, right, to get the weight up. Now you don't have to be 90 degrees vertical, or sorry, horizontal, but you don't want to be this either. This is a little bit too vertical. So, bent over for me means, say, aim for at least a 45-degree angle, deeper if you can, because the further deep you go, the more you're gonna focus on isolating your lats. That's just my experience anyway. Now, later in the workout for pull days like this, I start having grip strength issues, and that's why I use the straps, but in the beginning of the workout, it's not necessary. All right. I need something stronger. I have just the thing. Motorhead's version of Motorhead, Hammersmith 1981. That will do. Connect my smart band, format earbuds, and messes up everything. What does your split look like? So I do a push-pull leg. I usually alternate what my focus is each time. So it's like for pull, I have a vertical dominated pull or a horizontal dominated pull. This is horizontal. For instance, this is like a row dominant, or the other one's a pull-up dominant. For push, it's either a bench dominant or a shoulder press dominant. And then for legs, it's either a squat dominant or a deadlift dominant. Sometimes I'll do, y'all see this tomorrow, a leg press dominant one, which is really just for quad hypertrophy more than anything else. All right, let me focus in. I got third set here. Here we go. Let's turn the set counter on. That's all right. Still felt pretty good. I'm gonna roll with that for set 4. How many days a week? Typically 5. All right. It's typically 5 days a week. What I'm gonna end up doing this week was slightly different. Is splitting my 2 rest days on work days, and usually there are 7 a.m. trainings at work, and my boss has been quite flexible. Has said, "Hey, Bull, why don't you?" Or I asked him, "Hey, could I, work 7:30 to 4 instead of 6:30 to 3, which is our normal work hours here?" And he said, "Sure, that's fine. As long as you're here for meetings and trainings that do pop up." So I'm going to try and keep my schedule kind of flexible in that regard. Saturday and Sunday will pretty much always be lift days from here on out. And they'll almost always be stream days too. But the other days probably be a split of, 3 days on, 2 days off. Usually I'll have trainings on Thursday, so I'm guessing it'll be Thursday and Monday, because I'll have lifted 2 days in a row minimum, Saturday, Sunday. So I think I'm either going to take Monday off or I'll take Friday off. This upcoming week, I know that I'm going to lift on Monday because it's Labor Day. So I won't have to go to work, which means I'll be in here. And y'all will actually get a Labor Day stream out of it too. So we'll stream on Monday, but that's, 3-day weekend. That's not normal. I would say Tuesday and Wednesday, pretty reliable. Well, Wednesday will pretty reliably all. And then it's either going to be, only Monday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Friday. One of those two. Before to have a rest day, people decide the weekend to try to run in the middle day. So that's the other thing too. A good rest day should not be sit on the couch all day like a potato. A good rest day should have some sort of active ingredient. Like yesterday was my rest day, so I went for a walk. You don't have to be anything intense. A jog is good. Bike ride, any of that. Of course, for me, riding my bike isn't so much exercise as it is commuting, but it does get the heart rate up, burns 200 calories. All right, let's go. 4th set. And then after this, I'll be put the headphones back in. I don't need music for the rest, but I do need it for this. All right, 1 set of 10 here. Let's go. Get all you got here. Let's go. This is nice. Don't freaking quit. wanted 11. Wasn't happening. Damn. All right. So now you get to watch the audio quality improve. Disappointing. Wanted a little bit more there, but 10 was what I was going to get. All right. Okay. So next up, since we're here, we've got the barbell set up. We're going to move to shrugs. And actually, I think I'm going to keep you guys at this angle today. Hey, someone, welcome in. How's the new job treating you? If I'm honest, it's okay. It's a lot of training. I feel like I'm doing a ton of work, but I think that's also because just kind of in a slow period for the yard. I think we're going to get a little bit more. He's going to ramp up a little bit more in the coming weeks. So I'm going to withhold my opinion until we get a little bit more work coming in. It's just been kind of frustrating because a man can only take so much PowerPoint before it gets really, really old. And I'm at the point where it has indeed gotten really, really old. Yeah. Good ramen joint now available. Tokyo, you got to check out. Good to know. Yeah. So thanks for the reminder there, Big Red. Yes. For those of you who missed the announcement on the Discord, you ought to join. Just type in !Discord and you'll get there. But I will be in sunny Los Angeles, California come October for a modeling show. I've been asked to be a runway model for LA Fashion Week. So, should be going there. Means I need to be very serious about the diet. Got to 212 last time for the show I did here in Honolulu. I think I'd like to be 212 at most for that. 210 would be even better. This morning finally saw some progress going the right way on the scale again. We had 216 and change, which is what we were looking for. So that at least was pretty good. I'm going to use straps for this just because. Yeah, okay. First set I won't. I might second or third set. All right, so shrugs. Basic exercise for the traps. I mean, if y'all can't figure out how to shrug without help, you might be beyond fixing. This one's, like, of all the exercises, this one's probably the simplest to figure out. You squeeze your traps, the weight comes up. You release your traps, the weight goes down. Felt pretty good. So that was 335. We're going to stick with that for the next 2 sets. And we're going to go and do behind the butt shrugs. Since, rather annoyingly, I'm getting told by my device, hey, you don't have the ability to check your view count on screen elements. Guess I'm going to have to do it with my other phone, which is fine. Just annoying. Well, now the Twitch app's doing the thing where it doesn't allow me to manage my own stream. Murphy's Law. Persevere. Not that big a deal. PowerPoint, yeah, dude. I have been subjected to more hours of PowerPoint the last few months than any human should. And there have been weeks where it's been close to 40 hours of PowerPoint. At the end of the day like that, you feel like a zombie. It's miserable. It's miserable. Um, yeah, as far as LA is concerned, I was there most recently in April, late April, as I was moving out here. Met up a good friend of mine who runs a surf school out there in Venice. So if you ever want to learn to surf, I know a guy. Best teacher in the world. Super chill. Really great to be around. Huh. Okay, so you just have to leave the Twitch app on for a little while, and the little Stream Manager tool belt comes up. But it just takes a while for it to realize, oh, you're live. Maybe we should offer those services to you. Cool. All right, so we're gonna go to we'll go 255 here. Oops, that's not gonna work. It's right there. There we go. Okay. Nice. I'll go to my stream. So we'll do this, and then we're going to move over to the landmine corner and do some meadows rows. I have started doing these a bit more recently, and I have found that I really like them. The meadows row takes a little bit longer both to set up and to perform because it's a single arm workout, but I think I like the meadows row more than I like the single arm row. You really get a great range of motion. That squeeze is really good. I feel it in my lats when I've finished a set of meadow rows. So strongly recommend it. All right, now for behind the butt row, I'm going to face away from the camera. The reason being is, so much in the same way, the conventional shrug, right? You're working the traps. Because the barbell is in front of you, you're working primarily the fronts of your traps. Work the back side of your traps, lean back, put the bar back here, and shrug up from behind, and you'll feel it a little bit more behind the neck. Twitch ad might suck. They added stories. I've never used stories once, and I fail to see the purpose of them. That's what VODs are for, right? That's your calorie intake right now. Well, it was around maintenance, and it was around 3,300, but truth be told, I think I was getting a little bit sloppy. Especially on the days where I would do lots of cardio the last couple weeks, and then I'd be like, yeah, I did cardio. I should reward myself, get a little food. And then I would eat more than I burned. Cardio is a bitch like that. Cardio is good for you, but boy, it makes you so hungry. At least for me, it does. So this cardio is very much a double-edged sword for me. It requires a lot of discipline for me to do cardio and then not to get very, very hungry and overeat afterwards, defeating the whole purpose of the cardio. All right, let's go. Ooh, bounce. Okay, that's tougher than I'm used to. I haven't done this at 255 before. This is definitely a little bit harder. Felt good though. Let's stick to that. We'll do that for a set of 10. Where in LA do they hold Fashion Week? I'm not sure yet. Because it's Los Angeles, it could be any number of places. I'm not even sure they've picked a venue yet. but the date I believe is the third week of October. It had better be too. That's what my director told me. Uh, if he changes it, we'll have a problem because my brother, uh, the fantastic Lab Boys TV, he's coming out here uh, first and second weeks of October. And look, as fun as modeling is, Ohana comes first. So I really want to deconflict that. Cardio around here is nice, at least for me. Like low effort cardio, like low intensity cardio, I don't really ever have to do because I bike to work. I basically get that almost, I get that 5 days a week. Um, I was told when I got here I was going to be able to telework. My current manager is kind of anti-telework. Granted, he's got a good reason. It's because our IT department has not updated the network to allow us to work from home and access the shared drives, which is really annoying. Because like our union agreement says that should be able to maximize it, but what are you gonna do? All right, so you got one more set of this. Then we're gonna do upright rows, and then we're gonna move over to the landmine. We'll do meadows rows. That one's tough. Starting to feel grip strength fading there. It's all right. We'll be fine. Okay. So upright rows. This is why I tend to try and do my rows. I think my rows tend to be a little bit more bent over horizontally than a lot of people's. And the reason is because without fail, on days where I'm doing bent over rows, I also tend to do upright rows. So for that reason, it becomes, if I'm doing upright rows, if I'm doing my bent over rows more upright, I should say, it becomes a bit redundant. And I'm working the traps too much in an exercise where I'm meant to be working lats. Hey, Vladdy D, welcome on in. Hey, John, good to see you. Consume BullMuscle and Lab Boys crash the Kardashian party. I mean, real talk. When I do the LA fashion show, I'm 100% going to network. You never know what that could lead to. So, I've talked with my modeling director before. Some of the guys he's had have gone, and become professionals in, commercial advertisements and such. And right, I know myself well enough to where if I had the opportunity, I'd probably do the same. I mean, you could make a ton of cash doing that. It'd be hard to turn that down because, I mean, apart from the fact that it would mean I no longer have to work standard 9 to 5, or in this case, 7:30 to 4, it would also, I mean, the amount of money I could pull in. There are some guys who, you're talking the big hitters, the heavy hitters, your Gucci's or your high fashion items, your Patek Philippe's, your all the brands that sell shit to rich people, you know, they'll pay their spokespeople 6 to 7 figures. Right now, if I get that money, right, I've already basically got enough for myself. Any of that kind of money, I mean, that's a huge amount of charity money right there. So it's kind of like in a circuitous way, it's like, would you do that for charity? And I think most of us would certainly say yes. Anyway, upright rows. So whole point of upright rows, most important thing, squeeze at the top. You got to be feeling those traps. Right. Nice solid set of 10. We'll do one more of those, and then we'll move over to the landmine. We'll hit Meadows. We're moving good this morning. Yeah, that's right, Vladdy. You did. October. I will be at the LA Fashion Week. I'm going to be a model there. So, yeah, if you or anybody else in the LA metro area wants to meet up with me, you will have that opportunity. Hey, Mikey, appreciate the shout out. By the way, Mikey, the view count's stuck at 0 again. I literally changed nothing. I don't think I'm going to clear the cache and log in every single time I'll do this. I'm going to do it tomorrow. But I think that's just something, I just don't think Stream Elements has fully fleshed out their app yet. Dragon Knight, are you coming to New York sometime? So the original plan was a New York fashion show in September, but there just wasn't enough time to get it all set up properly. So modeling director and I made the call. Well, actually, it wasn't even my call. It was the fashion producer decided he wanted to focus the show just on women's outfits. So unfortunately, as acceptable as drag has become, they weren't interested in me for that service. So I think New York will happen. I think it's going to probably happen next year. I don't have a firm answer as to when, though. All right, let's go. Second set here. Come on, that's 8. 2 more. Oh, good squeeze. There we go. 1. All right. Take the weight off. Now we're going to move the barbell and the camera over to the landmine side. We're gonna hit Meadows rows. Then we're gonna move on to the biceps part. Would normally hit curls, but the landmine area is empty. A lot of people like to use that. So it's one of those things. I'd rather be polite and use it while nobody's there. So we're gonna grab the bar with one hand, grab y'all with the other. We're gonna come over here. So, Big Red, funny you mentioned that. When I was in Los Angeles in April, I have a good friend of mine there who's LAPD, and there's a certain sushi restaurant on the Sunset Strip. It's literally on Sunset Boulevard. It's maybe a tenth of a mile from the Whiskey A Go Go. Highly recommend going there. I forget the name of the place, but you can look it up. And they are, so the owner, I think, is ex-Marine or ex-cop or something like that. He was ex some sort of dangerous armed service. And so he treats the cops really well, gives them free, he'll comp a lot of their meals and, all that. And so the cops always like tip really nicely there, very kind to the waiters. And what this means is he's basically bought himself a little bit of security, and I think that's totally reasonable. Uh, like no criminal would ever be stupid enough to try and rob this restaurant. Because if they did, they would get absolutely swarmed by the police. There are always cops there, basically. Wait, if I'm doing Meadows rows, I don't need that grip. Cool. But I do need the 25s. But yeah, right next to, the Whiskey is Guns N' Roses, Metallica, The Doors, so many incredible bands that over the decades, multiple decades, got started there. I mean, no, the LA music scene is, I think, the only city that you could argue that really competes with Los Angeles on a music level. It's probably London. Um, and then, okay, probably if I was going to go like music cities, probably London, Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, and Detroit. And then if you want hip hop, Atlanta. The trouble with Atlanta is that while it's incredible hip hop scene, you don't have much in the way of other genres. You know, London, LA, you get a lot of different stuff. All right, so we did 145 on upright rows for 2 sets of 10 piece. So we're going to do Meadows rows. Nashville's good for country, but tell me what other genres have come out of Nashville, right? Same thing with Memphis. Memphis is great for the blues, but it's one dimensional. It's like Atlanta, right? In general, the South is like that. Now, you know, like Southern rock. If that was the case, you just want to talk about Southern rock, you talk about Muscle Shoals, Alabama. But it's not multi-genre. And that's the difference between like a London and a Nashville. All right, so we did Meadows rows at 115. So we need a fourth quarter. And then we need, there we go, that'll work. A 10 and a 5. So we're doing 3 sets of Meadows rows today. So again, let's talk about this for those of you who don't know what the Meadows row is. The Meadows row is a row variation, and I've just kind of now realized this camera angle is not going to work great. There we go. So the Meadows row is a row variation where you take one end of the bar and you put it in a landmine, the corner. For those of you who don't know what a landmine looks like, here you go. Okay. Then, right? Then you take your opposite leg, should be just on the outside of the bar. You take your opposite elbow, you lean it into your leg, and then you take your driving arm, you grab the end of the barbell, and then you squeeze. Now, this exercise in particular is going to challenge your grip strength. And as much as I love grip strength workouts, the whole point of this exercise is to get your lats. So I recommend straps for this. You don't have to use straps, but for me, I found that my grip was giving out far in advance. Excuse me, far in advance of my lat strength, right? This whole point of this exercise is to really burn out your lats. And if you're failing to grab the bar at a given weight, well, that's not, you're not doing what you're looking for. So it doesn't matter which arm you do first, it just matters that you do both. It is a single arm set, so it takes a little bit longer, but this is one of those exercises I believe is worth the extra time you spend to do it. All right. Yeah. It's good. It's good. The other side, same thing. That's good. I promise you, your lats will be feeling it. Sent in a song request you saw yet. I did not. See, this is the problem with stream elements. Does this exercise put a lot of pressure on your low back? Not a ton. So you have to remember, right, this weight I'm doing here looks like a lot, but these plates are only 25 pounds. And there's a reason I choose having 425s instead of 45s. It keeps the bar lower to the ground, increases range of motion you can do on this exercise. It's important. You really want that squeeze. So, see, you redeemed a song. Oh, UFO lights out. Yeah, I did not see that. I'll get to it. If that's the case, I need to. I'll switch over to that. So I need to use my headphones for that. So y'all will be on the ground as far as audio quality for a moment. You'll have to deal with it. But look, it's a song request, so if you don't like it, don't redeem it. Okay. So UFO lights out. It's a great song. Yeah. So I'll talk about. So this exercise, it's not actually as much weight as you think. This is 115 pounds. So it's not that much more than you do with a single row. And fully down, your ass should be a little bit lower. You don't want to be totally horizontal. But if you keep your abs tight, you should have no problem with this exercise on your lower back. If you really need to, and in fact I will do it just for the purposes of demonstration, you can use a belt for this exercise. No problems doing that. If you really want to guard your back. I find that the weight isn't really heavy enough most of the time for this to be necessary, but you can. Like that. There we go. Oh, hold on. Let's see the master. There we go. Yeah, this is a great song. I haven't listened to this in a minute. Good call, Big Red Pro. Thank you. Let's get a strong nipple. The other, yeah, you want to try and get fairly close to the bar with your opposite foot, so it allows you the biggest squeeze. Switch. Crap, I lost count. Two more. Woo. Kareem, good to see you. So, yeah, I mean, you can see we're really at a good stretch there. Really is the whole point of this exercise. You want to get that squeeze. Just drive with the lats. All right. Yeah. So you got one more set of this. Yeah, then we have a shit ton of curls to do. We haven't hit any curls yet. Do you train lower back? Yes. So in general, when it comes to lower back, I'll train it on deadlift days, right? Deadlift, no matter how strict your form is, you will work your lower back on a deadlift. Same with the Romanian. Sometimes I do good mornings too. So in general, I keep lower back for deadlift days. With the exercise bent over as much as I am on this one, inevitably you're going to be working some of it too, but that's not the primary focus. Primary focus of this is lats. So it's important to keep that in mind. All right, let's go. Third set. That's it. Wrapped it the wrong way. Shit. Ah. There we go. Ooh, that was brutal. All right. All right. Move on to the next set. We'll come back and clean this up. Gym's empty enough to where I can leave it. Clean it up on my next rest. Hey, Crossbow, good to see you. Glad to hear you're still training. Aloha, bro. Good to see you. All right, let's go. Get you guys up there. Perfect. Go heavy. Feel pretty strong. 15. Okay, so a couple things to keep of note here. First one is that I need to raise this a little bit more, actually. Yeah, that's more like it. There we go. So we're gonna hit basic curls. Because we're using an easy bar. This is for power. For 8 rep sets. Don't need to work on form quite as much. We'll do the form and hypertrophy ones later. Ooh, that's good. That's solid, that's solid. I like it. That's solid. All right. BRB, I'm gonna take a quick rest. Excuse me. BRB. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. I couldn't hold it any longer. All right. I do assume my back didn't become dust. Yeah. So, right. The muscles you don't train will atrophy. And when they atrophy, you risk injury. But the best way to train lower back, I should have mentioned this earlier, is squats. Not because the squat directly trains your lower back. It doesn't. But when you squat, you need to have your abs tight. Right. A proper squat, your abs should hurt at the end of the set. The dirty secret about lower back strength is your lower back and your abs are complementary. So if your abs are strong, your lower back will be strong. If your lower back is strong, your abs will be strong, provided you train them both. A squat trains your abs if you're doing it properly. Your abs should be at absolute, right? You should be squeezing the hell out of them down at the bottom of the set. I promise you, it works. A good squat set, you should feel your abs at the end. How are the legs holding up in terms of leanness? Hard to tell from this angle, but not bad. My weight kind of came up uh, the last few days. Kind of coming back down now a little bit, but definitely need to be a little bit more disciplined, especially now that I've got a firm date on the show. I'm probably gonna have a modeling shoot, like more pictures in a coming week or two, so I need to get in shape for that too. So need to get back down to 212. It's gonna suck, but the good news is I'm already back below 217. So really, it seems like my body doesn't like going below about 215. It will, but it won't stay there. I will get irrationally hungry, or my body will start retaining a lot more water, is what it seems. But I could also just be bullshitting and making an excuse. Crossbow says, dealer's choice. Did you redeem something? This is the annoying part. You have to, all right, so I gotta pick a muscle or pose or flex. All right, so I'm gonna do a bicep set then, and then I'm gonna flex my biceps. Because why wouldn't you do that? Next set. Throw an Indian's diameter X on there. Let's 6. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Nice. Oh, look at that pump. Yes, sir. All right, I'll be right back. There you go. Clean up. Actually, no. I'm gonna get set up for the next set, and then I'll clean that up. Nobody else is in the gym, so I don't have to do that immediately. I'll be just fine. Most muscular, chest. All right, I'll hit another set and I'll give you that one. Oh shit, no. No, my anthrax. Come on. Come on, that's 8. 9. Come on, fight for it. Shit, oh, I had it. Woo. There we go. There, how's that for a pose? There's that second pose. You good with that? All right. So next one, forehand curls. So we'll want 85 for that. Yeah. Okay. I know the audio quality isn't quite as good when I have it in my skull, but damn, having anthrax on for that set helped a ton. All right. So we're gonna wait. We're not gonna do forehand curls yet. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do lat raises. So a lot of people do lat raises a bit differently than I do, right? So I'll do the normal lat raises, right? This. That really works your shoulders more, your delts. When I'm saying lat raises, I'm talking latissimus dorsi, right? Your lat raises. Your lats is in the muscle. How do you do that? Well, this, I'll admit, this hits rear delts a little bit more, right? But the other two sets, I do a little bit more bent over. After that, you start really feeling the lats. So since we're already at this height, we'll go ahead and do the next one at this height. Might as well. Let's go mechanics on negative. Count on this one. Honestly, this is my hot take. Dave Mustaine was the best person in Metallica. I really like Megadeth. Let's be ambitious. Let's try 40s and see how it goes. That's good. Have you read any anatomy books in general? No, I'm not a doctor. I'm not like guys like Jeff Nippard who are super science oriented, but I'm not Mr. Trust the science on everything. Body physiology naturally is going to be different for some people, and that's gonna mean ultimately some people are going to find more and less use out of some exercises. So for this exercise, we're going to do the same thing on a 45-degree angle. Now I'm going to go down weight on this and do a few more reps too. Because of the spread and the range of motion, this exercise is not meant to be super high weighted. Give you guys a side profile on this one. Should be a pretty decent shot. One, two, one. Fuck yeah! Yes, sir. Oh, I can feel that squeeze. That's good. Rear delts and lats. I might go down a little bit more in the next set. Go for 30. I'd rather get extra reps on lower weight for this. This is, again, it's not meant, right. Our power sets were bent over rows here. Yo, Eddie. Can we get a shout out for Eddie in chat? Good to see you, man. I ain't seen you in a minute. Playing blasting some Metallica, or not Metallica, blasting some Megadeth, hitting horizontal dominated pull day today. It's good. Thanks, Kareem. Appreciate the shout out. So we're gonna hit this. We're gonna hit some reverse curls. So to an extent, this is genetics. But you notice when I hit a biceps curl, like if I flex my biceps, you notice there's a fairly decent sized gap here. Now if I turn to get my brachioradialis flexed, it goes away. But if I'm doing it like this, right, that's a nice little, maybe not quite an inch gap there. Now, part of that's genetics. That won't ever go fully away, but if I sit forehand curls, right, that's going to build up my brachioradialis a little bit better, improve my grip strength, hopefully mitigate that gap a little bit. Hawaii time, mainland time don't match up too well. Bro, I'm the one getting up at 4:40 in the morning to stream. That's on you. I stream, your central time. I'm starting at 10 a.m. central time. You think about what that means Hawaii time. You can't. South Heaven by Slayer. All right, I'll take that. You're working and lifting out. Lift. Good. Good, man. I've hit. I've become a runway model out here, so that's been a fun sort of side quest. Enough of that. Do another set. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So when the model walk, I wouldn't say I learned it. My director said I had it the first time he laid eyes on me. So weekdays I'm busy teaching the lines and tomorrow. Bro, I'm only streaming on weekends now. It's this time every weekend. Saturdays and Sundays. All right, let's go. Come on. We'll do it this way. All right, so this is fully bent over. Again, range of motion speed. That was 17. That felt pretty good. All right, not bad. I get you. Now, recharge time is important. So I usually get up around this time every day. But that's too low. Oh, for sure. But he was a model in the 90s, and he's also been directing, like, he's been the director for guys like Mr. Hawaii out here before. So he saw the walk I had, right? I just happened to have a really good pull day one day. This is back in May. I was listening to Shining Star by Earth, Wind, and Fire. A little bounce in my step after the workout. He saw that, went right after me, started talking. Right. So that was 17:30. So we're going to start with reverse curls or forehand curls. Right, so the point of these, try to keep the elbows tucked in, really work brachioradialis. You're usually out the door. Okay, fair enough. Bro, I hate on your schedule. I see you put up good weight, man. You're strong. You have a great show. Again, y'all, my audience, if you have not, go give Plus Ultra Eddie a follow. You'll love his content if you love mine. Very much positive, improvement oriented. I actually did a collab stream with him. He's a great guy. Let's go. quarter, and 5 on the easy bar. Now you can do reverse curls with a straight bar. There's pros and cons to doing that. I feel like it's much more awkward. Can't keep your wrists tucked in as much. The whole point of tucking in the wrist really hit that brachioradialis, the forearm. Yeah. You try to adjust your diet and lifting for the modeling gig. All right. As much as I want to do more Slayer, I'm feeling Domination by Pantera. Speaking of other great music acts. I had to get a little bit more serious about my cut cycle. I got down, it was maybe 2,800 calories a day for a while there. I'm going to have to do that again because I kind of floated back up into the upper 210s. So I need to get back down. Right. When I was there with you in April, I was still around 220. I've made progress since then. 210 to 212 is really that ideal. That was what was at the Honolulu show, and people told me I stole the show. I looked incredible. So that I kind of showed up every other male model. So worked out pretty well for me. Not to be immodest, but like I got that impression. Even the other models were asking me for advice, and one even asked me if I was on gear, and I'm like, even if I wanted to be, I can't because of my job. So yeah. Lifting, trying to get a little bit more hypertrophy oriented. Not really too much adjustment in the way of lifting. I'll still do my heavy sets because I fucking like them. And right, clearly, if for modeling, I got to this point, don't fix what ain't broken. I try new things here and there. I found another really good rear delt exercise. It's like a lat raise. There's like a side shoulder raise, basically, where you're laying on a bench and then you come up all the way like that, but you're laying horizontally. Fantastic exercise. Learned it from an old Arnold video. But, apart from small tweaks here and there, adding in new variations, been hitting Meadows rows more recently. I got lifting straps for that. Honestly, more for Meadows rows than for any other exercise. Really, Meadows rows and Romanian deadlifts are where I like the straps the most. Anyway, that's really about it as far as lifting changes are concerned. Diet changes, I just need to be a bit more. It's not even that I eat bad food. I don't eat that much junk. But it's that I really love carbs. And 2, I eat too much. It's that simple. I need to eat less. All right, let's go Domination, Pantera. By the way, how's the audio quality with this? Because I really like having music for these bicep exercises. It's been good. Cool, appreciate that. Now, so I'll show you. Give me a sec. Good. That was solid. It's all right. Good to know. Okay, so I think we're gonna stick with that. Those sets of 12 at 85. So I've got these headphones that work fantastic when they're in my ear for a mic, but I can't listen to music while I'm using them as a mic. So on some exercises, if it works, I like to have them sitting on my tripod as a mic and then just doing this. So actually, you know what? Let's do a little test. So tell me if this is better. This is with the headphones. Okay, specify the term Bluetooth audio off. And this is just with the phone. Let me know which is actually better. This is just the phone. All right. Phone is way worse. All right. Perfect. That's all I needed to know. This is back to the headphones. There we go. All right. So we're gonna hit this. We're gonna hit some pull downs, and then we'll hit incline curls, single arms, and then wrist curls, and then abs. I think that's it. It's domination. You know what? I'm gonna try a different grip this time. See if it's harder or easier. No. I'll get back to the other grip. That's impossible. Come on. Four more. Let's see here. Come on, two more. Come on. One more pull. All right, fine. Cheated. 11 and 1. Ah! Holy shit. Ah. Grip strength is definitely failing there. Yeah, my forearms are weaker. All right. So we got pull downs next. All right. Let's see here. There we go. All right. Let's move over. We're gonna hit lat pull downs. Let's try and use the straps for these. Really get that stretch. Part of me wants to try doing a single arm, to be honest. I might just do that. All right, little cowboys from hell. Wow, 15 stream watch streak. Thank you so much, Mr. Mikey. Let's go. Don't tear a bicep. Nah, I ain't gonna tear them, but I do need to shred them. So, this is something important I want to mention to y'all. I so I want to talk about this actually. Now, I am a fan. having trouble thinking about this correctly. There we go. That's better. Had it the wrong way. Why am I having trouble with this right now? There we go. Okay. I don't know why it was being dumb. So, where was I? I'm about keep fucking this up. What am I doing wrong here? There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. So, I totally forgot. I lost my train of thought here. I'm just gonna hit this workout. Sorry, y'all. I'll figure it out after this. Well, like it. Hey, damn it. This is all fucked up. Damn it. This is the entirety of Cowboys trying to set this up. There we go. Oh, I remember what I was going to tell y'all. Oh, that's good. Okay. So, what was I going to say? Y'all notice this was a horizontal dominant lift for pulls, but that doesn't necessarily mean, right, that I'm just automatically not going to do any vertical pulls. It's just I'm not focusing on them as my prime mover set, you know. There we go. I definitely prefer doing these single arm. That's good. Actually, set it down just a touch. Oops. It's the only issue with straps is kind of have to loosen my watch and put it further down on my wrist. Otherwise, it'll sometimes set off the set counter. All right, that was 230. I'm gonna try 280. Let's see how this is. It's gonna be hard, but I'm feeling pretty good. We'll give myself a little challenge here. So, right, this is what I'm saying. Right, on a pull day, yeah, what I wanted to talk about was this. So, right, this is a horizontally dominated pull day. So my big, power workout at the beginning was rows, bent over rows. Right, that's much more horizontal in nature. And these are pull downs, they're vertical. It's the same way though, I'll throw T-bar rows or low rows in on my vertically oriented pull day. It's just not my prime mover. So in general with pulls, you pull two ways. You pull vertically or you pull horizontally. You should do both on any given pull day, but you should bias, I think, towards one versus the other on a given workout. All right. This time I'm going to go over. Try it this way. Actually, oh, we go sideways. I never do that way. Yeah, let's give that a try. See how that is. Oh, that's hard. Let's go. Woo! I like that. That's good. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I might do a third set on this. That was hard. I like that. Oh, definitely starting to break form on the end of that one. That was hard. That was good. No, we're doing a third set on that. That felt great. I'll I'll switch down to, you know what? That felt so good. I'm still I'm gonna do one extra um, back set at the expense of biceps. I love biceps, but that felt incredible. I haven't even done a front grip on this. Uh, it's kind of nice about these pull downs. You can do right, a pronated grip, a supinated grip, or a cross grip, and each one's going to hit the lats a little differently. But I really felt the stretch on the lats. So when you do this, you find something that you really like, write it down, and do it more often. This happens sometimes. So we're going to go ahead and really good. That felt really, really good. The stretch was solid. So right, you learn time and again, it's like, hey, if you want to try something new, it's worth experimenting, you know? So what I found too, straps, how you put them on definitely helps. So sometimes you got to go under the grip, sometimes you got to go over the grip. Like if you go over the grip, really kind of works either way on that one. All right, let's go. Good seasons underneath this. Got to go under classic. A little bit of Slayer. think I like it underhand. Overhand grip, underhand with the strap. No, over, for sure, over. I'm still getting used to using straps. Come on. That's good. Oh, it feels good. Great little last squeeze there. That's what we're talking about. That was good. All right. So, all right, let's see what we got next. Going back over, we're going to do incline curls. God, I'm a slayer. All right. Hey, it's been good having you, Eddie. Take care. You have a damn good workout. Keep doing your best. You're doing fantastic, bro. Much love. Let's go ahead and incline curls. All right. Okay, so we got incline curls next. Should be pretty good. These are done at a light enough weight to where I don't necessarily need straps. All right, yeah. So we do incline curls, then we do single arm pull downs with the cable machine. And yeah. Let's go. Oh, that's good. 6, 7. Come on. 9. Come on. Strong leg pull. Let's go. All right, that was 11 reps. Form definitely breaking on the last one. That's okay. Again, if you're doing a 10 rep set and your form's starting to break on set or rep number 10, that's not the end of the world. As long as you're getting 90%, 80% of your reps are really good form. If you're breaking on the last rep or two, it's natural. It's okay. AV quality should be a little bit better here. I'm gonna bring a bunch of guys in a little bit. All right. These are 45s. I usually don't go this heavy on incline curls. No wonder that was hard. We'll do one more of those. I think it's because I'm using some Slayer this morning. Definitely helping. Slayer kicks ass, y'all. All right. So we got one more of those. And then we got single arm pull downs. What did we do with single arm pull downs last time? So this is why you write things down. Because I guarantee you, this is what, our 27th, 28th set in the workout. You're not going to remember what you did last time on a given exercise. Writing it down is so helpful. Don't have it there. Single arm pull down. I don't remember that being really good last time. Okay, so we're hitting 64 and set to 12. Okay. I might try it with straps, see if that helps. I don't know if it will or not. We give it a shot. All right. Let's go. A little bit more. This is a Dead Skin Mask by Slayer. Got going. Now, if there were a way on the mobile app to use a speaker, that would be perfect. But one, that's kind of disrespectful to any other gym goers. Two, I don't think there's a way to do that with the mobile app that wouldn't get me copyrighted. It would become a mute broadcast. So, unfortunately, I don't think I can do that. All right. Six. Come on. 8, 9, 10. Oh. All right. Yeah, form's starting to break on those. It's all right. Whew. That's rough. While we're here, already set up for it. We're gonna go ahead and do wrist curls. Just a touch back. We'll hit those. We'll try with 80s and see how that goes. So, wrist curls, the idea is to work your forearms really well here. We'll have to move y'all just a tad back so you can see what it is that I'm actually doing. For wrist curls, I don't need slider. Put you guys back in here, give you better audio quality. By the way, can I get a viewer count? I thought I had that fixed. I'm gonna try and fix it again, Tony, on tomorrow's broadcast, but there's precious little I can do about it right now without restarting the stream, and that's not worth it. 17? Cool. All right, so wrist curls. The idea here is that you're resting your elbows on a pad, or you can rest them on your knees, whatever. The whole idea is that you're working your forearms. This is something I need to do because I think my grip strength gives out before a lot of other things, and the fact that I've got that gap in my biceps, right, tells me my brachioradialis could probably be a bit bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Need to move the camera down. 8, 9, 10. Tilt it forward a bit. There we go. There we go. Now you can actually see the whole range of motion. My bad. I guess I could have just done it up here. That would have worked just as well. Do it off my knees instead. Actually, why don't I do that? That's a lot better. It's a lot more comfortable anyway. Yeah, let's do that. Straighten this back out. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. That's much easier. Okay, so we have 2 more sets of this. We're gonna do cable single arm pull downs. Oh, we've got 1 set of concentration curls left after that. That's our burnout set. And then, actually, we'll do that at the very end. We'll do abs before that. And since nobody else is in here and I've got the time, might go back over and use what we had for Meadows rows. I might go do some T-bar rows for no other reason than I feel like I've got the energy and I'd like to. This is one of those things where if you're feeling good, you want to hit an extra set or two, you've got the time, do it. Why not? At that weight too, I'd be super light, be doing like sets of 20, really working that stretching out the lats. Can use the straps for that too. Should be good. All right. There we go. I'm not sure I like that as much as I feel like my knees are moving too much. I think I'm going to go back to doing it this way. I think it's a little bit more stable. Maybe there's a better way of doing that. So what's happening here, I feel like it's not quite wide enough. I've got an idea. What if we tried this? That's, I think, the smart way to do this. There we go. Go kneeling like this, really ISO. That might be the correct way to do this. I'm going heavier weight this time. This is 80 pounds. Normally I do this with 70, but I'm really trying to gas out my forearms because they're, I think, lagging a bit. Now this is one where actually, so like doing forearm curls, or reverse curls. I noticed this when I was working out with my brother. So he does BMX. In BMX, right, you're constantly using your forearms to help pull up the bike. You're trying to do a jump. So his forearms are a lot more developed relative to his other muscles than mine are. So this is one where, right, other life skills can help you out. But I haven't done that, so I have to work on my forearms a bit more in the gym. Okay. Oh yeah, that's much better. Didn't even mean to drop the weights there. That was just that hard. All right, so we've learned something here. That is by far and away the best way to hit forearms. Kneel and use the cross section of the bench. It gives me a stable, fixed point to where I can't use any other muscles to help me. It really does isolate it well. And that's the whole point of an exercise like that, is isolation. You're not, wrist curls are not a compound movement. That's, it's not rocket science, but 10, 10, 10, 80, 80, 80. All right, so we're gonna do single arm pull downs. The cables, I'm gonna take you guys over here for that. This cable machine is free. Set you up right here for that. Use this fact, I don't know why I switched these, but whatever. Use this guy. There we go. We'll go grab the rest of our stuff. I think we will use straps for this because I'm going to go a little bit heavier than I normally do. Lean a little bit further back. Really try and stretch. Really try and stretch that lat. Go for a pull. So let's go. 64 pounds for a set of 12 last time. We have, what, 2 sets of this? Let's go 69 pounds. Nice. And we're gonna start left. So for this is a kneeling single arm pull down. So we're gonna start at a pronated grip and come down to a supinated grip. And I'm realizing now you guys are a little bit too close in. There we go. So here, yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Two. Eight. 9. Squeeze, come on. That was good, that was good, that was good. Other arm. There we go. Tighten her up. No. Under, no, over. No, that's not right. We go under. Sorry, y'all. I'm still getting used to this. I haven't done this one with straps before. Let's see. A, M, C, rah, 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 T, A, M, C. That's good. That was really solid. That was like 2 sets of 16. Honestly, I feel I can go heavier, so I'm going to go heavier next set. That was 2 sets of 16 at 69. That felt really good. There's 16, I think. I'm going to do 79 now. So I think y'all can tell, right? The idea here is we're really going full range of motion for that squeeze. Really trying to squeeze the lats. That's the goal here. You know, we want that hypertrophy. At this point in the workout, that's the whole point. Really just trying to get that solid, tight squeeze. So we'll do this for one more set. Then we'll have cable curls. And then we'll do concentration curls. Might even throw a set of T-bars in if we're feeling adventurous. We'll see. All right, one more set. Come on. It's all about that squeeze. I think I should. No. You know what? Yeah. Let's just. Let me try this. Never actually put y'all over here for this one before. That might be. This might be an interesting angle. Let's give this a shot and see. Let's see what this angle's like. Not promising anything, but could be good. That'll be better for the other arm. Come on, 4 more. Come on. That's good. All right, other arm. This one y'all get a really good view on, I think. Three more. Come on. Woo! Ooh, that last one was really good stretch. I like that a lot. That was good. That was really good. All right. All right. So we're done with the straps. Now we move on. We do the cable. Yep. So now for these, I've learned best way to do these, fewer reps, but hold it for 5 seconds at the bottom, or at least a 5 count. Arms are looking good. Appreciate that. That was really meant for the lats right here. Want to get that Koopa shell, right? So if we right there, right there. That's the idea. Really trying to get stronger lats. I think in general, lats and forearms are kind of two weak points of mine. Lats, I'd say lats, delts, and forearms they're not bad, but it's just I don't think they're quite as pronounced as say pecs, biceps, or traps. I know y'all aren't seeing me as well. I'll move you. My bad. 5, 4, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 5. Oh, ooh. Oh, that's killing me. Hey, what's up, Abner? Um, already been having one. We're actually getting close to the end here. There we go. Yeah, we got. I might just go for a little longer this morning. I'm 2 hours in. I'm still feeling fantastic. I got a lot of good other stuff. I might hit the ab wheel, hit T-bars. We get concentration curls after this, though. We can't forget that. That's a have to do. The rest is all optional. Let's go. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a much better view for y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 7, 8. Come on. Oh, oh my God. Oh, definitely feeling it in the abs now. That's good. That's what you want. We got one more of those. Not finished yet, but y'all are seeing the amount of weight that's going up. It's a full stack. The other thing with these too is I'm grabbing it with the cables and actually working out my forearms too while I'm doing this, which is a nice added bonus. My forearms are definitely sore. Had a little case of sniffles earlier this week, but it's mostly subsided. I credit that to strong immune system, fair amount of zinc, fair amount of spicy food, and good sleep. I went to bed at a reasonable time. It was just after 8:40 yesterday. So I got almost 8 hours of sleep in terms of the amount of time I was in bed. But I barely got over 7 hours of real sleep. It was very muggy yesterday. It was still probably 83, 84 degrees inside my apartment, right? Because it's not air conditioned. And even with the fans on, if it gets deeper into the 80s, it's rough sleeping at night. Like I was sweating. Uh, that's not fun. Like even a sheet was too much. I was just like bare ass laying in bed. I think let's stick around here. I may splurge on moving into an aircon unit next year. Um, Especially because too that would allow me to close my windows off. I don't need it to be 72 year round in my house, but I'd like it to. I think 80 is the warmest I'd like it to regularly be in my house. And it's August, so this is the warmest it'll get. It'll right. It's Hawaii, so it's not going to be uh, cold in the winter, but it'll be cooler. The daytime highs will be 82 instead of 86. And then the nighttime lows, it'll get into the 60s, which is nice. Or at least the lower 70s. Right now, like I don't think it even got really much below 80 last night. That's rough. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, damn. Oh, it's brutal. That's that's hard. Okay, we get concentration curls next, and then we'll do a couple optional extras. Something right there. So on this side. I mean, it's past 7. People are starting to actually show up in here now, which is fair. I'm going long today just because I've got the energy to do it. Had a good rest day yesterday, I guess. All right, this is 35 pounds. We'll go for reps. I'd like to get at least 12 reps. And then I like to do kind of myo reps or partials on this too. So what do I mean by that? So I will go on these concentration curls until I can't do the weight uh, alone anymore, right? And then at that point, I will use the other arm to pick the weight up and then just fight the eccentric. You do this, you get really good hypertrophy. So strongly recommend it as a good final set, which is what this effectively is. Let's go. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, fight it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, 14. Oh God, that's killer. All right, right arm. 1, 2, 3, Let's go. 12, 13, fight it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14. Whew, that's intense. That's good. A really good pump there. Solid. That's really good. Okay, so that's all we needed to do. Now we get to do some what I like to call extracurriculars. So we're gonna go ahead and 10 and 10. Yeah. We'll do some T-bars for no other reason than because we can. We have the time and we have the energy. This is really proof that I like being in here. I'm not just in here because I feel like I have to be, because I feel like I need to. This isn't an obligation for me. And this is the difference, right? If you're lifting for a sport, it's an obligation. Do your time, get a decent workout, get out. But if you like being in here, do whatever you want. Spend as much time as you want. It's kind of the nice thing. All right, we're throwing, just for funsies, throw in some T-bars for no other reason than because we can and because it's here. Let's go. I don't even need to define it. We'll do as many reps as we're comfortable with. We'll do as many sets as we're comfortable with. Probably just 1 or 2. I never use this machine or this grip either. So that'll be kind of fun. Now, see, I don't like this grip as much because, right, it almost feels like you have to be vertical to get a decent range of motion. So I'm going to take this grip off, leave it right over here, and get a better one. Stand by. There she is. It's like, again, this is all optional. I'm doing this just because it's extra and it feels like a fun way to use my time. See, notice, right? Notice how much lower I am with this grip as opposed to that other one. Huge difference, which means I'm more horizontal, which means I can get better range of motion on my lats. Now using a belt here, solely optional, but I'm going to do it anyway because I have it. Why not? Yeah, it seems like pretty good. You guys a bit more of a side perspective here. That'll be good. Come on. Oh, that's 13. I like that. We'll do one more. Just for fun. This is literally just because we can. Speaking of because we can, we'll hit the ab wheel too. Yeah, because we can. We got the time. Why not? One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, in this one. That's 10. Counting is hard. I'm just doing this for me at this point. Y'all, as glad as I am to have any of y'all in here, this is, it's not for y'all. Like T-bars were not part of my planned workout today. I'm literally just doing them because I want to, because I feel like I have the energy. I'm gonna go for a burnout set here, I think. Yeah. We're gonna go for as much as we can. Let's go. Really squeeze them lats. Give it your all. How bad do you want that Kuba shell, right? That's the key. That's what we're here for. Oops, forgot to set it. Finish. Come on. All right. That's all I got. My abs are, or my lats are well and truly gassed now. I'll do a pose at the end of that. That was hard. All right. Set number 40. 1, 2, 3. 4. Can't quite do it on my toes yet. 5. Gotta do this one on my knees. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. All right. Now, I said I'd de-rack this. I keep my promises. Just the polite thing to do. So, that, just like so. Okay. We'll do one more ab wheel set. I think that'll be it. Hit a couple poses. By the way, posing, I know a lot of people say, oh, you look like a douche when you pose. Probably, but when you pose, it's releasing positive endorphins in your brain, make you feel better about yourself. And if you hit a good hard workout, and you know you've done well, or you've done your best, you should, by all and every means, feel entitled to pose. Last set. For real this time. 1, 2, 3. Best part is, after the show. I look forward to a big bowl of protein, which I'm legitimately excited about. 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I missed one again. That's 9. Finish strong. I'm going to try one on my toes. It's really hard. We are done. Whew. That's pretty good. So by the way, for those of you who don't know what a landmine is, they keep saying that. That's a landmine extension. Basically, it's a little corner attachment that allows you to use one end of the bar as a fixed point, which is really good for certain exercises. You can do pushes with it, pulls with it. I really like rowing. Go for it. I'm just about finished up. If you need this area, just let me know. Yeah, I think I'm overstaying my welcome a bit. It's, God, 7:30. We've been in the gym for 2.5 hours. This is an exceptionally long workout, even on my standards. But I did more volume today. I mean, 41 sets. That's a lot, no matter how you slice it. So, let's get a couple poses. You know what? I think I'll see over here. Biceps. Thanks, Chili. Appreciate that. Traps. Yeah. Right. The lat spread. This is the one. All those rows, this is what that's for. Rear delts. Vertical pull. And horizontal pull. Not bad, huh? I'd say overall, this is one of the better workouts I've had in a while. I'm feeling quite pleased with myself. Definitely burned a lot of calories. Let's actually see just how many. Survey says. Save 1,088 calories. Pretty good. Now, granted, again, this is a longer workout. This is over 2 hours. So it wasn't exactly that high of a calorie burn per unit of time, but we did real well. This is a really good workout. We did great. All right. So now the question is, who do we want to raid? So we go to the stream manager. 23 viewers. All right. Who are we gonna raid? We've got Holder, Jasu, Boys Kissing, Tomofit. Oh, it's Tomofit's birthday. Jacob. Okay, so it's either, I think I'm either gonna do Tomofit or Boys. Tomo's not really live yet, so we're gonna do we'll raid boys kissing. We're gonna start this raid. All right. So that's gonna be where we're raiding. We're gonna raid boys kissing gym, y'all. So there, that's a good stream right there. I will be live again, same time, same place tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be very leg press quad dominant. So we're going to see leg presses. We're going to see sissy squats, probably some pause goblet squats in there, some lunges, a little bit more hypertrophy oriented. I think we're going to go more towards volume and less towards weight. I think that'd be probably a pretty good answer. Um, I feel really good about this workout though. Today was strong. Today was the rows. I wish my rows had been a little bit better at the beginning, but I felt like I came on strong, especially at the end of this workout. Really was vibing, hitting it well. So yeah, definitely felt good. Uh, this is gonna be it for me today, y'all. So if you want more, come check out my Discord. Otherwise, make good decisions. Those good decisions form your actions. Those actions form your habits. Those habits form your values, and those values form an ethos that can be the guide star through the rough waters of life. Much love, y'all. Come in for the hug. Big bull hug, y'all. If you want more, come check out the Discord. Otherwise, if you're ready, we will raid Mr. Boys Kiss and Jen. Aloha. Shoots. We are